Alrighty, I'm back, and now I'm working on this lid. So it's a new day. I honestly did not like how these corners turned out, so I snipped them off and I score taped all around, and I've got my pattern paper out ready to wrap around this beautiful, I'm using this paper here. Isn't this gorgeous? So I'm using this, and I just going to kind of fidget with it. Actually, I'm going to take off all the score tape. What did I do with that? It's right here. I'm going to take off all this score tape. And put a nice, pretty design on this lid. So I can get this lid done. I am going to put some glue on this, wet glue. And then I have to cut the oval out. And I'm going to do something a little bit different than yesterday. Doing this oval piece, because the oval piece is a very intricate part to wrap around paper around it. So and come on out, and there we go. Alright, so I want to stick some glue on this because I want to get it perfect. I don't want to get it on the sides. It's just not good. Okay, I just want a little bit of room to set this up, because I made a fold in my paper here where exactly I want this, and I want it to be right across like that. Okay. So I'm just going to kind of work these edges around like so. And then we're going to give it, oops, we don't want you coming off just yet. Okay, this is just called Butterfingers. Make sure it's good and sealed. Now, how I want to do this, I don't know, but we're just going to fold this over. I'm going to use my score tool to give it a nice finished look. So what we want to do is I kind of want to cut these out. So I'm going to cut this piece out here, and I want to do it nice and flush, so when it folds over. So how do I want to do this? Do I want that to wrap around? Let me think on this, how I want to do it. So we're just going to trim this off. So that our box will be like that. See? I'm trying to decipher. I just want to join it like that. Maybe, yeah. Maybe like that. Okay, so I'm going to cut this piece off. Just want to see how that's going to turn out. I think I'm going to like that. Yes. Okay. So we're going to do the same on all the corners. So I'm just building this box, as I go. I have nothing in mind other than this oval shape. That's all I really had in my head. But I really think that's going to be a pretty cover, to be honest. One more fold right there. Whoops, that's a wee bit crooked. Just enough that I can see where I need to cut. Whoops, darn it. We're good. Alright, so I'm going to start peeling off all my score tape. This just looks way much better with the those fat ends cut off. I did not like that. So I'm just going to do one side at a time. One side. Come on, guy. There we go. Alright. Now I do have score tape here. And I'm going to put some glue on here, underneath. Wow. 1 second. I'm going to grab a wet nap. I just need one, thank you. Alright, so you want to put some glue there, a bead of glue there, and you want to run a bead of glue on top here. And then we'll, oh, that's peeled already. And you know what? I'm even going to run some glue here. Just to be safe. And then I'm going to fold it over like that. Get it flattened. And then push this down. Okay, I'm going to have to keep pushing this down until the glue grabs it and the tape. And I love it. push those around like that. Glue on there. Okay, so that side looks pretty nice. Pretty sure our glue is pretty much stuck. Still want to keep rubbing it till I know that glue is not going to let go on me. I am going to put nice pretty paper in here, but I'm not going to go right to this edge, so this little wee lip that's hanging over is perfect to camouflage when I put a piece in here. I think we are really good to go here. So let's do this other corner piece. And we're just going to peel off, oops, our score tape. And I just put the score tape around the corners just to give it extra security. And I pulled it nice and snug. So. And let's get that off. Again, you want to run score tape underneath your box on top. And this seems to have caught. Quite happy about that. Whoops. Alright. Again, lift up. There we go. Pretty good. And now I'm just going to fold this over and give it a good seal. And it will take a few to get your glue to catch because it is quite tough. This paper is very strong. So and there we go. It's starting to catch. I'm just going to wipe a bit of the glue out. Did I get any glue on the outside? Don't look like it. So I'm going to just give my corners a rub. That's good and sealed. So, I want no bubbles. We'll just work these bubbles out. That's perfect. My goodness, so pretty. So pretty. Yeah, I love it. All right, let's do this to the sides now. Again, put some glue underneath there and on top. And I like to run it right across the edge there. Up. looking good. Get it nice and flat. Alright. Perfect. And then we'll just fold it over. I'm not going to be afraid to push in those corners. And this one here, you can see it kind of went a little bit crooked, not crooked, but anyway, probably the way I cut the paper. But that's okay because that's going to get covered. And I'm loving how this turned out. Much better than I liked the way the other corners turned out. This is really pretty. And I'm going to just give this a little squish over. We don't have any paper peeling. Look at that. So pretty. I love it. Okay. Let me just give this a rub down here. Just want to make sure that glue and score tape and doesn't hurt to go over it twice. Now I like that. Nice and smooth and flat. Alright, oh, one more piece. Alright. Glue in here. Glue on top. Glue on the sides. And some glue in here. Okay. Now let's take it and seal it there. Now let's see how wonderful we did. Kind of short right there, but oh well, that's no big deal. And I just used a whole 12 by 12 sheet. In here. I'm just going to keep playing with this till it's good and adhered. There. Now let's see if our box still fits. Be tricky getting it on the first time. What the heck? Black score tape on there. And it took. There we go. There we go. Might made a box a wee bit. There we go. We just need to work it. Like that. Isn't that pretty? And I don't know what paper I'll be using on the bottom. So I haven't decided that yet. I've just been working on this lid because when something isn't right for me, I have OCD about it, so. Alright, now for this. You can see I put score tape all around the edge of it. And I'm just going to peel this up like so. Now I'm going to take my cutter tool and I'm just going to start cutting pieces out. Undo that. And that's how that's going to look on the outside. Very pretty and all nice and finished. Okay. So I'm just going to cut this piece out because we don't need it. Okay. These are going to be all cut off anyway. Not sure why it cut like that. Just as long as I have my piece, I'm good. There we go. And that's just going to make it easier for me. So I'm just doing, as I get around those really tough, like curves, corners around there, you kind of want to, you know, cut the strips a little thinner, but as you get in a more wider area like that, then you can cut your strips a little thicker, like I did over here. And I can see I could already start cutting these. A little thicker. that into 3 because of the corner. And last one. Look at that. Perfect. It's so perfect. There we go. And look at the front of our box. How cute is that? And then you can go around with your bone folder and kind of smooth out any of those rough edges, making it nice and smooth. I love it. Alright, so now I can snip these off. Don't need these big long pieces. Actually, I'm just going to snip them with the knife. That's what I'm going to use. Right to where the score tape is. I don't want to press too hard because I want to go through my chipboard. Hi, Tiki. Tiki's visiting. Yeah, there's no tea in here for you to torment. Yeah. Mouthy bird. Didn't quite cut. There we go. Alright. There we go. It's kind of all trimmed off. Oops, I don't want to put that upside down. Get rid of these pieces. Tiki. Go away. Now, I need to put the plastic on, so I'm going to run another piece of score tape all around here, like so. All because I'm not using glue. I don't want the glue to seep out, so I'd rather just use a piece of score tape and run it along here, and then we'll decorate it later. I just want to get the plastic in it. There. Just want to go around and squish all that score tape down. Now, let me just see. Yeah, I could probably put, double strips of this on this piece here. This is Graphics 0.7 mil, I think that's what it is, plastic sheets. This is not acetate. These are plastic sheets. So let me just double check if I could fit a second row around it, or if I should go with the 1/4 inch. Now, pull that out. I think I'm going to go with the 1/4 inch. So we'll go one more time around on the inside here. I'd like this to sit on here because I scared Tiki when that bird is just like so, gets so scared so easily. Alright, I think we're good. I really don't want to use wet glue on this plastic because it just doesn't work out very good. So I am going to put a piece in here around all this corners like this, just to have some in there. There we go. Alright, now I'm going to peel all this score tape off, stick this down, and then we're good to go. There we go. Okay. This tape here that I got from Scrapbook, it's yellower than score tape, or yellower than this 3M. You can kind of see it's a yellowy color, and it doesn't peel very good. Not my favorite tape. I do have lots of 1/4 inch. I did have lots of 1/4 inch till my daughter used it on all her wedding invitations. I think she used like 7 rolls or more for taping all of. I'll show you guys the wedding invitation that I kept saying I was going to show you and I didn't. Alright, so let's get ready to place this down and we are good. Good scoring. There we go. There's our plastic lid. That's a little bit dusty. Dusty, I mean fingerprinted. Alright, I'm going to get her wedding invitation, show you it, and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. So you can see my daughter's, what we worked on for weeks. And she did the labels, but she put everybody's name and address and addressed them with her own stickers. So, and I made all the envelopes with a 12 by 12 cardstock because this size was an unusual size. So I had to make all the envelopes. I made 110 of them. So this is what took us so long. This is her wedding invitation, which is absolutely gorgeous. Now what I did for the C and the S, I foiled cardstock, and then I cut these out on my scan and cut. So it was so hard to get everything precise. She cut out all the hearts, and as you can see, we glittered them a little bit. And she cut out all the hearts on the die cuts. She put, I got these wedding rings and these bells, and she of course put diamante chain hanging off of every one of them. I did all the magnets and put these on. She put these on. I cut all these tabs out. And then when you open up the card inside, look at this. She made the pockets. She cut all of these pockets. She had 220 pockets to die cut. And she did. So this is what took so much score tape, is because we had to score tape around every single one of these white to put them on the backs of the cards. So, and then these just went, and she used gray cardstock, and these just went inside of these pockets like so. And this was so difficult because you can see right here where I had to camouflage. See how I had to camouflage the magnets? These were very time consuming, but they were so worth it in the end because they turned out beautiful. Her wedding party got an extra rehearsal card, and the out-of-town guests got a different card, was for accommodations. So that one's not in here because I didn't need the accommodations. And that was done on this mint green background. So there's the RSVP card, and we glittered all of these. We sprayed these. I don't know if you can see it in the camera. So far I can't see it. But these are sparkly. And then the rehearsal was done on the pink. And then the reception was done on the blue. So we did this to all cards, all of them. And I just found it easy to bend the pocket up like this. That's how I had to do it to get it all back in here. So yeah, these just stacked very nicely inside of the pocket with each other. Like so. And then you just close this up, and then on the back was the closure. So that's the wedding invitations, and this is what took such a long time to make. But they were worth it. They were handmade, and they're so pretty. So she was very pleased with these. So just wanted to share that with you. But I did make all the envelopes. The ones she bought, they were about this much too long and about that much too big. And this was such an awkward size that it didn't fit in a 5 by 7.5 envelope, or whatever it is, 5 1/4 by 7, an A4 size. Did not fit an A4 size because the invitation itself, and I had to create this envelope, but didn't even have the size for the envelope. This is 5 1/2 by 7. Yeah, 5 1/2 by 7, so it was an awkward size. It's just not a regular size for cards or anything like that. So they all got through the mail okay. Everybody's received their invitations, and we did a great job. So I just wanted to share that with you. Aren't these beautiful? They were so worth making. She was so pleased. Okay, so I cleaned up my box, and I'm going to take out my mini album now and put my lid back on, and I'm just going to let the lids kind of, you know, fit over it, sit on it, and kind of squish and flatten so it just goes on easier and easier. So isn't this cute? Martha called it an oversized Kleenex box. Martha is not nice, is she? Okay, so now all we need to do is create this baby. These are my measurements for where my pages are going to go. Actually, I'm probably going to make this spine right now before I cover this up. So I don't know what size I need. It's just these are really, really awkward sizes. Because I'm doing an even size actually I could even make this spine a little bit bigger and maybe change these sizes to 3/4 of an inch and go just straight to 3/4. That's what we should do. I'm going to cut a new spine because I hate these because they're just, and I have the room in the box to fit a bigger spine. So, and you know me, I like to craft. Alright, so let's see what size we're going to need. So here's 3/4. Let me just do it on my mat here. So, okay, I'll be right back. I know what I'm going to do. Okay, got my trusty old measurements here. So we need 5 pages. So there's 1 3/4, 2 3/4, 3 3/4, 4, and 5. And then we need 3/4 after that. So we need a 4.5 inch spine to get it evenly. So I'm going to cut a new spine. And boy, oh boy, I've got a lot of extra cardstock or card chipboard. I really don't need to grab a whole new sheet. This one looks like it's big enough. I've got all kinds of scraps of cardstock. Two, 3, 4.5. All right. It's almost perfect. Almost perfect. There we go. The only thing I don't like about how this cuts, but I don't really care. It's going to get hidden. Alright, and it has to be by 8. 4.5 by 8. By 8. Okay. There's a bigger spine. Now we could fit our pages on here. There we go. That's going to be way better. Way better. Alright, now let's make our book. Wow, these papers are from the same company, and this black is a different color. It's a darker black. This is more of a browner black. Can you see that? Yes, you can. Okay, so let's get our 12 by 12 sheets of white paper. We're going to definitely need 2 sheets. So I'm going to tape these together for now. Wow, my allergies are super, super bad. And I'm not going to worry if I line these up perfectly, because the tops of them are going to probably be cut off anyway. Yes. Okay. It's so windy and blowing and everything's melting here. So, yeah. It's a nightmare. See if I can pull that off. Sure can. Pull this one off. Come on. Out. Everybody out. Okay, and I'm just going to overlap it. That much. Okay. Perfect. So that worked out pretty good. Alright, let's see. I definitely want this fold to be in here. So I want to come down about an inch over. So I want this to be straight. Anyway, I'm going to draw a line here with my ruler. Because I want it to be, I don't want to have to cut all of this paper. Just don't. It's too long. And I don't feel like cutting it with a cutting blade. Okay. Now, there we go. So there's 1 inch there. So let's line this up here. So it's nice and straight. Whoops. Great job, Bruce. And then I want to go 1 inch on the side here. So I'm going to trim this off before anything. There we go. Let's go this way, because then I can line it up straight with the T. Alright. I'm actually going to draw a line here, because that's going to help get the rest of the pieces on. Perfect. Now, I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut this excess piece off, and I'm just going to cut it freehand. I'm not going to knife it. I'm going to do my best at cutting straight lines. I drew it. I shouldn't have a problem cutting it. You would think. Right and right. And there we go. Okay, we're good with that. Alright, so I need to score tape all of these up. And I like the font. Now, I'm going to mark my, I just want to check to make sure this is perfect. So there's 1 page, 2 pages, 3 pages, 4 pages, and 5 pages. Perfect. Do the same here. 1 page, 2 page, 3 pages, 4 pages, and 5 pages. I'm going to draw my lines straight down because this is going to help me when I place. Well, I don't really need them because I'm not doing my pages individually. I just want to make sure anyway. That's perfect. I appreciate it. Alright, I need to dig into my bigger score tape because I'm really tired of playing with these little ones on big pieces. So, whoopsies. I'm going to be digging out this and this. Couldn't have been on top like that. Oh, this is way better. Way, way better, guys. I don't want to play around with putting hundreds of pieces of score tape on one piece. And I think I still have a little bit of this one left. Put that over there. I'm going to put this on this one, the smaller piece. Alright, so I'm going to get off camera, do this, and I'll be right back. I'm just score taping. Alrighty, we got her done. And, would you believe it? I had enough on this roll. Look where it ended. And I finished it right here on this one. Pretty cool. Oops, I forgot to put a piece in here. We want a piece in here. Yeah. There we go. Perfect. Alright. Now we can put our spine on. Where are you? This seems to work better. Glue. Actually, I'm going to use glue stick because it just seems to be more easily to maneuver this page or this score tape if there's glue stick on it. And this does not hurt your score tape at all. Because if I don't get this on right, I at least have time to, like, a few seconds to move this. Now I said I wanted it in the middle because I don't want to ever be on this fold again. So I'm just going to lightly place it there, see if that's good where I want it. And I think it is. Perfect. So I'm going to flip this over. Give it a rub down. Okay. Beautimous. Alright. That one kind of overlapped a little bit. There too. Whoops. Oopsies. We're gonna put some more slippery glue on. Okay. So we're gonna put it with a little bit of a border here. 1/8 of an inch. Looks pretty darn good to me. I think that just might be a little bit. I don't think that even gonna matter. Last one. Let me do this side first, because this is the one it's overlapping a little. And then I have time to push that down. There we go. And same thing over here, 1/8 of an inch or so. Don't want that wide. Alright, look at that. Beautiful! Alright, I'm going to give this a good burnish. All of it. And grab my tea ruler again. Let's do 1 inch over here as well, just to keep everything all even Steven. Cut that off, and we're going to cut this off. Alright, and let's get rid of this very pokey tool. Get rid of our glue before it dries out. Okay, again I'm just going to use my scissors to do this. This is not going to be seen, so if I go a little bit crooked, we shall survive. Cool. Now we're just going to do this. Get our folds going. Use my bone folder for that. That one too. Be it a mess. And one more. There we go. At this point there's no top or bottom, so we're just going to score tape now right across this whole thing, because this is the album itself. And right here. Alright. Now we're going to do this across here. And that part's not going to matter because it's getting cut off on a diagonal. And there we go. Burnished all of this down. really well. There we go. Good and burnished on the chipboard. Now this we need to burnish. Just going to give these a little fold just to help them before I put the glue on, or the thing on. And it's time for a drink of coffee. Okay, better move that, or we'll have a disaster. All right. Oh, let's cut. Let's cut first our corners. So I'm gonna just cut there and there. So I'm leaving a little bit there and there. I'm not cutting it straight across because I don't like the way it ends up in the corners. So I'm doing it this way. There we go. I think I'll do my long ends first. So let's peel this up. Let's peel this partially back. And this one too. Peel it partially. This one. And let's get out some glue. Let's run a bead of glue on the top part of our chipboard. And on the edge there, and I'm just gonna put some glue in there. And call it done. So I like to work from the middle to the edge, outer edge. Okay, just gonna put that down. Get the glue. Okay. Give that a little push with the bone folder. All right, repeat. Cool. And it still folds. Look at that. La-di-da. Okay, so let's do this. The sides. Now I think I only have to kind of squish in a little bit on this corner. A little bit there. And ta-da. Yeah. I had a wet nap and I don't know where I put it. Let me just grab a new one. Let me just wipe some of these marks off, which is just a little bit of black from my hands and excess glue right there. There we go. Look at how nice. Clean cut that is. There we go. It is perfect. There's our album. Ooh, that's a biggie. That's a biggie. But, you know me. There's nothing easy about my job. I don't make things easy. Let's see how well it'll fit in our box. Now that I made it a bit higher, it might be easier to grab out. Let's just see if that's going to close. Yep. Look at that, right up to this thing. I think it is. Oh yeah, because this has an inch. This is only about half an inch bigger. Let's see. And it's going to be easier once the album's full. It's going to be easier to get the album out if it's not flush. I like that. I really do like that. Alright. Now for here, I need to use another sheet of 12 by 12. So I want to come nice and close as I can to the edges. And we're going to trim it off right there. Fit on there, or should I trim off a wee bit more? Yeah. Well, let me see. Actually, I like that. Nice and close to the edge. Perfect. I'm going to cut another piece here. The same size. I have a little bag going with scraps. Alright, and we will have this overlap a little bit, but not a lot. We don't really need it. Okay. Whoa, let's check this. Make sure I didn't wreck it. Didn't shorten this too much. Nope. Perfect. So perfect. Yes. I like it. I would rather just join it on like that. That's what I would rather do. But I'm going to overlap it a little wee bit. Just so. Alright. Love, love, love. This is turning out pretty good. Okay. Now, I think I want to adhere this with score tape. So, I am going to run a piece of score tape across here to join that piece. Just so I can get it perfect. I'm going to put this here, bring that to there. I'm going to get ready to peel this when I like it. Nothing ever works when you want it to. Okay, so there. Well, that piece is covering is very thin. There we go. There we go. So, let's score tape this all the way around. Now, and I'm being very diligent about getting it right to the edge because I don't want to put a ton of glue on this. And I am going to cut it with scissors. Right to the edge. I'm going to do it that way. One more. Okay. I'm not going to use this. I'm going to use my big tape. And this tape is 2.5 inches. Okay. So I'm going to put one there. I'm just going to go straight along here and just let it fall. Yes, ma'am, I am. Flip it around. I don't want to put any glue on it because glue leaves marks. And I don't want the marks to go with the glue. I'm wondering if I should put will this one fit in the middle? Oh, heck yeah. This one is 2 inches. Whoops. Have you stand up right there. Might overlap a little bit. Oops. That's okay. We are good. Because now we have all score tape on our on our things. I'm going to stick that up there. All right. Get rid of any bubbles. Anything that may remotely look like a bubble. I'm going to put one more here. Even though it overlaps, I'm okay with that. That I know is not going to be easy to do, so I'll get rid of that right now. Okay, now on here, on each side of where it's going to bend, I just want to put some score tape here. And I don't want to go right to the top or right to the bottom. But I do want to put just where there's going to be a lot of movement in the paper with the bending of the book and opening and closing it. So this is just a precautionary measure. That's it. Oopsies. How beautiful is that? Now, I'm going to snip off any excess tape because I don't want it sticking out of the edge of my book. Okay, so let's have a check over. See how wonderful of a job I did. Oh, you did good job, Ruby. You did good job. Except I see a piece of tape hanging off right there. Oh, wasn't tape. Alright. So, how do I want to put this on now? You know what I'm going to do? I'm only going to peel partially away back. Peel it back only halfway. I'm going to come back this far. Whoops. Come back about that far. That far. And about that far. Now, this is how I want to do this. I want to measure here, make sure I get it all lined up properly, here and here, before I actually seal it down. Looks pretty good. Alright, let's peel you again. Okay, let's redo this. Am I going to regret this? No. Okay. Now, let me take these off. Why are you giving me a hard time, tape? I see. Look at what I did. Pulled that right off. Oh, jeez. Get all of this off, please. How far up did this rip? Oh, man. Oh, thank God. Whew. Oh, let me take this one off. And we don't want you anymore because you just didn't stay. Oh dear gosh. Oh dear gosh. I should have put, oh dear Lord. I didn't squish this down, so maybe I could still peel it up. Yeah, so far. Easy peasy. I want to get rid of that pucker. Oh my goodness, why is it in there? Oh, it's the score tape too. Alright. Phew. That was, ouch. That was a nightmare. Gotta flatten that score tape right there. Other than that, I think this turned out pretty good. Other than that little struggle, I should have put glue stick on it, but I just didn't feel the need to do that. As long as it doesn't stick over the edge, I'm good. Now this is where I really want this to stay flat. Right in there. Good. Oh, good. It stayed flat. All right, that's perfect. We are done with that. Yeah, very nice. Very big. Not really. The pages aren't that big. So there. That is our big album. And again, I'm going to try it in here because now it'll stay standing up by itself. You don't have to worry about it caffing over. Wow, okay. See, lots of room. Right? That's because you're laying that way. There. Ta-da! Alright, I'll be back with the next video.